Young at heart, also welcome. Good morning, young at heart. Hello, good morning. So, today, later on in our service, the adults are going to be talking about gardening, being good at it, maybe being not so good at it. Adults, you'll find out more later. So we're going to talk a little bit about what it means to be a garden. Okay, I have a story for you that involves some props. Once upon a time, there was a garden. This garden had many delicious and beautiful vegetables growing in it. There was, can someone pick a vegetable from here? Okay, grab it. There was, do you want to hold it up? Can you hold it up, Leo? An eggplant! All right, whoa, I'm losing my vegetables. The eggplant liked to grow down on the ground, surrounded by leaves and flowers. Thank you, you can put down. Okay, does someone want to pick another vegetable? Thank you, Julian. Julian, hold it up. It is a carrot. There's the carrot. Now, the carrot liked to have itself buried down in the dark earth, roots growing down, down, down. One more. Who wants to pick a vegetable? Burby? Okay, hold it up. It is a beet. All right. The beet also liked to grow down in the earth with its roots pointed down, but the beet grew sort of out, took up a little bit more space that way. Okay, another one. Does someone want to pick a vegetable? Okay, Mara. Okay, Mara. An onion. Okay, there's the onion. Now, the onion liked to be wrapped tight in a lot of different layers. It also liked to be under the surface of the earth. Okay, last vegetable. Go ahead. Do you want to hold it up? What do we got? Oh, tomato! All right, the last one is tomato. Now, tomato loved the sun. Tomato liked to stretch up tall to the sun and then hang its nice round self down. Okay, these are the vegetables that I have growing in my garden. Now, each of these vegetables has different needs. It needs sunlight and water and nutrients in different amounts. They all contribute something different to the garden. But their different needs actually help to support one another, and they like being neighbors in the garden. For a long time, they grew in the garden in harmony. Then, one day, Eggplant, will you hold that up? Thank you. Eggplant noticed that Tomato, will you hold Tomato up, was flowering ahead of her. Eggplant said, I want to flower fast like the tomato too. Eggplant was feeling a little jealous, and so Eggplant decided to open her flowers really quickly so that Tomato and Eggplant would flower at the same time. While this was happening, Carrot, will you hold the carrot up? Carrot noticed that Beet, will you hold the beet up? Beet was growing out wide, and Carrot thought this was pretty cool, and Carrot wanted to grow out wide instead of long and down. So Carrot decided to grow sideways in the garden. So lastly, little onion, will you hold yourself up? There's the onion. Onion decided that she was tired of being buried in the soil and she wanted to grow above ground like Eggplant and Tomato. So she wiggled herself out and grew up at the top of the soil, just like that. This created a lot of chaos in the garden. All of these changes were disrupting the natural rhythms and cycles that the vegetables had of growing next to each other. And some of them started to struggle to grow together. Because Eggplant and Tomato were flowering at the same time, the bees and other pollinators only came for a short time to the garden. Before, when they flowered at different times, this kept bees coming for a longer amount of time to the garden and helped everyone get the pollination they needed. When carrot and beet were growing in the same direction, this didn't help as much of the soil get the nutrients that they get from roots, when some are growing down and some are growing out. And onion is one who helps to enrich the soil for other plants, and with onion above the soil, there was less nutrient-rich soil for everyone. Oh dear. Finally, the gardener came. There they are. Oh, hello, gardener. And the gardener said, oh my goodness, what is happening in this garden? So they decided that they would check in with the vegetables to see what was happening. So the gardener checked in with eggplant, and the eggplant said, I want it to flower quicker, like the tomato. And the gardener said, you flower in your own time. That's important for the garden to all be able to grow together. You don't need to flower as fast as the tomato to be valuable in our garden. In fact, it's important that you flower at a different time because it keeps those pollinators coming for longer. Then the gardener checked in with the carrot. And the carrot said, I want it to grow out instead of down. I thought that would be more fun. And the gardener said, you grow in your own way. You are good at being a carrot. It's important that you are a carrot and you grow down because your roots reach deeper than the beet roots. They touch more soil that's down deep where there's a lot of nutrients and bring it up to the surface. That's important for us all to get the nutrients that we need. And lastly, the gardener checked in with the onion. And the onion said, I wanted to reach the sun. I didn't want to be buried down in the soil. And the gardener said, when you are in the soil, you make the soil richer and deeper and better for everyone. The gardener said, I will bring you out into the sun when it is your time. Your presence alone in the garden makes it rich and delicious. You don't have to be anything you're not. So the vegetables realized, with the help of the gardener, that their own biological processes and needs helped them to support each other and be better neighbors. The diversity of plants in the garden supported all of their growth together and helped to cultivate good soil for everybody. These vegetables, like us, need one another. Being in community here in our garden means that our plants don't compete with one another. Instead, they complement each other. They help each other to grow. When we get the things that we need, sunlight and soil, space to grow, and good neighbors, we help our neighbors to flourish better. Thank you. All right. If you will return our vegetables to our farmer, farmer gathers the vegetables, and that's a whole other story. And any child who wants, we are going to depart together through those doors to go to Spirit Play.